Can pregnancy steal your sleep and turn your nights into a living nightmare? The answer might shock you. 50% of pregnant women are battling insomnia-like symptoms, and the truth is more horrifying than you can imagine. Welcome to this deep dive where we uncover a silent crisis affecting millions in the United States alone. If you've ever wondered why sleep seems to vanish during those 9 months, hold on tight because the numbers and stories ahead will leave you speechless. Let's get started with the shocking reality that's been hiding in plain sight. According to the National Library of Medicine, a staggering 50% of pregnant women experience insomnia-like symptoms, especially as they move into the later stages of pregnancy. That's half of all expecting mothers lying awake, their minds racing, their bodies aching, and no relief in sight. This isn't just about feeling a little tired. It's a full-on health crisis that starts creeping in during the first trimester and explodes by the third. Think about it. Half the pregnant population in the US, millions of women every year, are tossing and turning, staring at clocks that won't move, trapped in a cycle of exhaustion. Why does this happen? It's a perfect storm of hormonal chaos, physical discomfort, and mental stress. And it's hitting harder than ever. Let's break it down. In the first trimester, nausea and early anxiety kick in, disrupting sleep for about 30% of women. By the second, a growing uterus and back pain start pushing that number higher. But it's the third trimester where the real battle begins. Research shows up to 66% of women report severe sleep issues, driving that 50% average into a terrifying reality. The National Sleep Foundation, backed by NCBI data, confirms this isn't just discomfort, it's a danger zone. Sleep deprivation during pregnancy can spike blood pressure, trigger gestational diabetes, and even threaten the baby's development. One study found women sleeping less than 6 hours a night have a 50% higher risk of preterm birth. That's not just a mom struggling, it's a baby's future on the line. Now imagine the mental toll. Exhaustion doesn't just wear you down, it breaks you. Studies suggest up to 70% of pregnant women with insomnia develop mood disorders like depression and anxiety. Picture a mind under siege, racing with worries about labor, finances, or the unknown, while the body screams for rest that won't come. The CDC adds another layer of horror. Sleep deprivation contributes to over 6,000 traffic accidents a year in the US. A pregnant woman, eyes heavy from sleepless nights driving to a doctor's appointment, one wrong move, and it's a tragedy. This isn't a personal problem, it's a public health emergency we're ignoring. Let's paint a real picture. A woman in her 9th month lies awake at 3 a.m., her partner snoring beside her, her swollen body refusing to find comfort. She's counting the minutes, her thoughts spiraling about the baby, the delivery, the future. This isn't a rare story. It's the reality for half of all pregnant women here. The National Sleep Research Resource, part of NCBI, shows sleep disturbances peak in those final months, with some barely getting 2 to 3 hours straight. That's not rest, that's survival. And it doesn't end at birth. Postpartum insomnia hits 40% of new moms, turning the joy of motherhood into a zombie-like struggle to care for a newborn. Why aren't we talking about this? Society brushes it off as just part of pregnancy, but 50% isn't normal. It's a red flag. Doctors at Johns Hopkins Medicine warn that poor sleep can even mess with a baby's heart rate, with studies showing irregular patterns in fetuses of sleep-deprived moms. This isn't just about a tired mom. It's about a baby fighting for health before it's even born. The cycle is vicious. Insomnia during pregnancy sets the stage for exhaustion after, creating a ripple effect that lasts months or even years. So, what's driving this crisis? Hormones like progesterone, skyrocket, messing with your sleep cycle, physical changes, back pain, leg cramps, the constant need to pee, turn your bed into a torture chamber. And the mental load, anxiety about motherhood, finances, or health, keeps your brain on high alert. It's a triple threat, and 50% of women are caught in its grip. The Sleep Foundation notes that this isn't new. Research from decades ago flagged it, but awareness remains low. Why? Because we've normalized suffering, dismissing it as inevitable. Let's zoom in on the risks. High blood pressure from lack of sleep can lead to preeclampsia, a condition that threatens both mom and baby. Gestational diabetes linked to poor sleep affects 10% of pregnancies and can pass health issues to the child. And the mental health fallout? Depression during pregnancy isn't just sadness, it's a 70% chance of spiraling into something worse if sleep doesn't improve. The brain takes the hardest hit, with studies showing cognitive decline and memory issues in sleep-deprived pregnant women. That glowing red crack we imagined earlier, it's not far from the truth. Your mind is literally breaking under the strain. What about the postpartum phase? After delivery, 40% of new moms face insomnia, juggling a crying baby with their own exhaustion. The National Library of Medicine highlights that this exhaustion can delay recovery, increase postpartum depression risk by 30%, and strain relationships. It's a domino effect. Sleepless nights during pregnancy lead to sleepless days after, and the cycle traps families in a fog of fatigue. Imagine a new mom, bags under her eyes, trying to soothe a fussy infant while fighting to stay awake. This is the reality for millions, and it starts with those 50% who can't sleep during pregnancy. So, why does this matter to you? If you're pregnant, know someone who is, or care about health, this is a wake-up call. The 6,000 traffic accidents a year from sleep deprivation include pregnant women, tired moms-to-be risking their lives on the road, the preterm birth risk, the mental health crisis, the baby's health, all tied to those sleepless nights. This isn't just data, it's a story of struggle, and it's happening now in 2025 across America. The silence around it is deafening, but we can change that. Here's the call to action. If you've lost sleep during pregnancy, you're not alone. 50% of women are with you. Share your story below. Lost sleep? Share your story below. Every comment, every share builds pressure for awareness. Tell us about those 3 a.m. battles, the anxiety, the exhaustion. Your voice can help millions realize this isn't normal and push for change. This video is just the start. Tap the link to dive into more data, more science, more stories behind this hidden epidemic. As we close, think about this. 50% is half the pregnant population. Millions of women every year. The risks are real, the stakes are high, and the time to act is now. This isn't about quick fixes, it's about shining a light on a crisis. Keep watching, keep sharing, because together we can make a difference. Lost sleep? Share your story below, and let's keep this conversation alive. See you next time with even more shocking truths about sleep.